Welcome to the Career Insights Podcast. Today, we're talking all about job interviews, how to prepare, what to expect, and tips for success. I'm Alex.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah, and I'm excited to share my experiences and insights about job interviews. Thanks for having me, Alex.
Great to have you, Sarah. Let's start with the basics. What do you think is the first step someone should take before going to an interview?
Well, the first step is definitely research. You should learn about the company, its mission, values, products, and recent news. Understanding the company helps you tailor your answers and shows your genuine interest.
Absolutely. How do you recommend preparing for common interview questions?
Practice is key. Think about questions like, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? And why do you want to work here? Prepare honest and concise answers and rehearse them out loud.
That makes sense. Speaking of tell me about yourself, how should someone approach that question?
It's good to give a brief overview of your background, focusing on relevant skills and experiences. Start with your current role or most recent experience, then mention your skills and achievements related to the job.
Great advice. Now, what about dressing for an interview? Any tips there?
Dress professionally, appropriate to the company's culture. When in doubt, it's better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. Clean, neat clothing and good grooming make a positive impression.
What role does body language play during an interview?
It's very important. Maintain good eye contact, sit up straight, and avoid fidgeting. Smiling and nodding show engagement. Your body language can communicate confidence and enthusiasm.
How do you handle nerves or anxiety before an interview?
Deep breathing helps. Also, preparing thoroughly reduces anxiety. Arriving early gives you time to relax and gather your thoughts. Remember, it's natural to be nervous. Just focus on showcasing your best qualities.
That's helpful. During the interview, how important is listening?
Very important. Listen carefully to each question. If you don't understand something, it's okay to ask for clarification. Active listening shows attentiveness and respect.
How should one answer questions about weaknesses?
Be honest, but strategic. Pick a genuine weakness and explain how you're working to improve it. For example, I used to struggle with delegating, but I've learned to trust team members more.
Good point. What about questions that are more behavioral, like, tell me about a time you faced a challenge?
Use the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result. Describe the scenario, what you needed to do, the steps you took, and the outcome. It demonstrates your problem-solving skills.
Excellent approach. Now, how do you show enthusiasm for the role without seeming overeager?
Be genuine. Express your interest by mentioning specific reasons you want the job and how your skills align. Avoid overdoing it. Authenticity is key.
What questions should candidates ask the interviewer?
Prepare thoughtful questions about the company culture, team structure, expectations, or upcoming projects. It shows you're interested and engaged.
Can you give an example of good questions to ask?
Sure. For example, What does success look like in this role? Or can you tell me about the team I'd be working with?
How important is follow-up after the interview?
Very important. Send a thank you email within 24 hours expressing appreciation for the opportunity and reiterating your interest. It leaves a positive impression.
Are there any common mistakes interviewees should avoid?
Yes, being late, speaking negatively about previous employers, not preparing enough, or lacking questions for the employer. Also, avoiding answers or giving vague responses.
How about virtual interviews? Any special tips?
Ensure your technology works properly, choose a quiet and well-lit space, and dress professionally. Look at the camera, not the screen, and minimize distractions.
That's great advice. Do you have any tips for handling unexpected questions?
Stay calm. Take a moment to think if needed. It's okay to say, "That's an interesting question."
Very insightful. Finally, Sarah, what's your biggest tip for someone going into their first interview?
My biggest tip is to stay authentic. Be yourself and show your true personality. Employers value honesty and sincerity, and it helps both sides see if you're a good fit.
Excellent advice. Thanks so much for sharing your expertise today, Sarah.
Thank you, Alex. I hope everyone listening feels more prepared and confident for their next interview.
Absolutely. And thank you all for tuning in to the Career Insights podcast. Remember, preparation is key. Good luck with your job interviews, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.